Okay, good morning everyone. This is Zach from XIFU. So if you are watching together with me, appreciate if you can help me to click the buttons for me. Help me to share this out, all right? And then again, a quick one, a disclaimer, this section here, we are not doing any buy and sell call. So if you want to trade any stocks based on discussion this morning, make sure your own trading plan. If not, get advice from the professional, okay? So today again, we're going to look into the overall KLCI. Again, it's been a quiet market as well. Yesterday, I think mostly actually they do a deeper pullbacks. Okay, so while again expect some pullbacks happens. Okay, probably before we start, just let me just do a quick setup here. Okay, so all right. Again, if you look into the overall FMKLCI, like I say 1500. Sorry, 1550. Okay, it's a new support level that I think we should really pay attention to. So the next one resistance it will be remain on 1600. Okay, 1600. Okay. So this is the area that hopefully today the price will maintain and holding okay above 1550. So if let's say break below, I think we might want to see because lots of stock actually now currently doing reversal with the first pullback. All right, hopefully they still hold here. If 1550 break below, okay, for KLCI, most of the stock probably will go back to here already. So you might see a retest to support, and subsequently we might see a long period of reaccumulation soon. Okay, so well, hopefully it hold well, and most of the stocks still got momentum to go further, and hopefully it can retest resistance. Okay, now let's get into some counters that I've been checking. Actually, I already started to exit on my portion as well. Sorry today, a bit cough here. So okay, now post. Okay, still good. Okay, most likely I think they will hit the 20 MA before around continuation. Okay, so looks like there are still some days away from the 20 MA here. So probably they will continue to retest around this zone. Okay, probably for a few more days before we test resistance. So far, there's no weakness, but again, when the market overall doing pullback, sometimes they will make some deeper pullback as well. So for me, again, like I say, if you enter together with me, good. If you lock some profits, well, let's say they're going to retest lower, I just going to exit everything. Okay. Now, second one in JF Tech. Again, this one is a bit disappointing as well. But overall, actually, they don't have much of the weakness. Okay. In fact, actually, I'm still holding this. I'm still holding JF Tech. Right now, I don't think they show weakness. Okay, just that deeper pullback. Probably I need to wait for sometimes. Okay. All right. So copy as well, similar. Okay, but copy yesterday I exit already. Like I said, if the price didn't go back to 75 cents area, I just gonna exit dulu lah. Hey, good morning, Swiwa. Okay, again, not to say that they are not good. Okay, this kind of market, when market do a deeper pullback, some stock which is far away from 2040, yes, they will going back to the 2040. Like I think Naked also doing the same thing right now. Some counter, let's say they are doing some so-called sideways accumulation, they will do a shakeout. Okay, for example, like here. So I think this is a shakeout for copy. In fact, for me, I'm still monitoring copy. Okay, I will still continue to monitor. If let's say they go back to 750 with volume, okay, later on, I think it's a good opportunity for me again. Okay, to really into it. Just that right now, I just wish to have more cash in my portfolio. Okay, so so I can prepare for the upcoming rally or trend. Okay, so I think we call Jeff Tech, post, copy, anything that I miss out. Sometimes I miss out. Okay, let me check. Okay, I'll look into Dufu and Genetic. Okay, good morning, Ruku. Okay. Okay, let's look into Naked. Oh yeah, TTVHB. Okay, let's learn TTVHB as well. Okay, net gates. Okay, so now this is some of the example that if let's say the price is far away from 2040s, expect a deeper pullback. Okay, expect a deeper pullback. Okay, so I think this one will continue to retest on the 20-40 day moving average. Okay, but if you look into volume overall, for me, it's pretty healthy, right? So if you notice volume reducing yesterday as well. Of course, today is the first 30 minutes. I cannot say that. Okay, now it's a low volume, right? I cannot say that yet, but we will look into it towards the end of the day. Okay, let's try some counter DUFU genetic. Okay, I actually personally I'm looking at as well, Inari as well. Okay, so if you in the Telegram chat, you know I've been watching Inari. Like I say, I want them hold around the gap. Okay, so the other day I almost entered already. Okay, but yeah, I say that okay, maybe we watch for them to build. Okay, best actually here we can see a hammer. Hopefully today is a hammer because they kind of like close the gaps already. Okay, so sometime morning they close the gaps, but later on they'll push back up. Okay, and hold as support. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Okay, if not, we want to see COC. Okay, hopefully for those that who are here, you know what is COC. It's a series of narrow candles with low volumes. Okay, so like for example here, okay, yeah, this one also consider yes narrow candles with a lower volume compared to previous candles. Okay, so again, this representing that there is a support is building around this particular area. So I want to see that. Okay, before I want to enter. Looks like market is making deep pullback. So I think yeah, probably no rush. Okay, support area as far as you know support area where you should monitor. I think is good. Okay, now let's do into DUFU and Genetics. Okay, DUFU also slightly a bit far from 20 MA. Okay, so I think it's good if you look into the overall side, it's good, but just that now it's far away from 20 MA. So not to say far away lah, getting closer already. So sometimes they will like drop a little bit further. Okay, so if you ask me, yes, it's a good setup for me. It's a reversal with pullback. Just that pullback yet to complete. Okay, unless you want to wait for pullback complete. A good counter to monitor if you ask me. A bit similar to Nick gets up. Now they are slightly closing towards the 20-day moving average. So let's into Genetech. Genetech, I think also holding back around 20 MA also. Okay, this one. Sorry, today a bit cough. Okay, now Genetics. Now this is the latest pullback candles. Okay, if they're still holding here, still good for me. Okay, so for me also, I also watching Genetics, but probably I will look for Inari first. Okay, so Inari looks like a stronger reversal with pullback. So this one okay also, but just that maybe I want to watch for a few more candles. Okay, for Genetech. Okay, let's turn to Gadang and Yong Tai. Okay, all right, Gadang still okay. No, similar Genetech actually. All right, so they also do a reversal with the first so-called a retest of pullback. Strength candle still there. Yeah, I don't see a. Of course, here we got some high volume from resistance. This two candle here, okay, from the resistance, which looks like there's a rejection. But as long as you enter very close with support, I think it's still worthwhile to link to because the risk reward is good. Probably you want to aim for a support resistance, which is a range trading first. Okay, for Gadang. Okay, there is Gadang, and then let's look into Yong Tai. Yong Tai, I think Yong Tai Suiwa have been followed closely, because I think you asked me this since 2 weeks ago. Okay, now Yong Tai, I think I don't think there's additional comment for me. For me it's still the same. Okay, for me still the same. They are still in the pullback patterns reversal here. Currently pullback. Of course, market is not that performing right now, not so bullish right now. So mostly it would be a bit quiet, especially if you look into this kind of counters like Yong Tai. Now, one of the reasons why this kind of style of stocks, okay, I rarely touch, because if you look into PSC here, actually they are slightly a bit illiquid. Not too bad. Some is even illiquid or inactive. Okay, so during this kind of so-called weaker markets or boring markets, right? The stock prices tends to be a bit lack of action. Okay, sometimes. Okay, so yeah, you have to expect that if you are trading this kind of style of stocks like Yong Tai. Okay, but for now, Actually, I don't see there is a weakness coming in. Sorry. Okay, now, if you really want to ask me, right, of course, I do see there is an immediate resistance is forming somewhere around here. Notice here, this is a high candles, right? Now, again, going back to similar like Cellcoin and MMAG. By the way, MMAG already exit ready because I think, yeah, the resistance will be strong there. So here, 220 have to watch out. Okay. I think they would test several times, maybe 1-2 times, okay, before they can successfully break. So again, if I can give you some example, let's put it side by side. Okay, let's try Stalcon. I haven't tried Stalcon for some times. Okay, so similar like here. Okay, now going lower already. Okay, trying to do shakeout already right now. Okay, but against weak market, normally we see shakeout. If you don't like it like me, you boleh exit dulu. Okay, again, not doing any buy and sell call, but for me, it's like, for example, my copy. Okay, actually, I don't think copy is a weakness candle. I still think they got chance to go up, but normally I don't like to hold during shakeout periods. Okay, because shakeout sometimes can take 3-4 months, or maybe 3-4 weeks. Okay, I don't like to hold that. So okay, for example, here, this candle high volume, right? Okay, here also high volume. So immediately you know here got some strong resistance. So if you are in Yong Tai, yeah lah 220 lah. Okay, so if you plan to hold one, right? Again, expect them to retest several times before they break. Okay, so here also you can notice here test one time, but unfortunately, right, it's a bit bear market. Drop a little bit. Okay, I think later on they will probably rebound. Okay. All right, so there's quick one for Yong Tai. Okay, any other counters? Sorry, today not that a big cough, so probably gonna have to end a bit early. Okay, bro, copy and Westerner and Genting M market macam downgraded. Okay, not only these three lah, to be frank with you, not only these three lah, mostly lah, because against okay, now for those that who missed the early section, okay, again let's go back to FMKLC. Sometimes we have to understand the market behavior oral structure. Again, if you look into FMKLCI, we have been in this so quite at least a good trend. We haven't seen this trend for a period of time already. So we have been in this condition for a month, okay, since mid of April, okay, or early of April until mid of May. So we have been in this steady trend, okay. So now pullback, okay. So probably will be a slightly deeper one, okay, maybe 2-3 weeks, okay. So while I think lots of counters, like I said, will make a deep pullback, especially for those that who far away from 2040s. Netgates one example. Yeah, I think Inari one good example. Some of that actually make a shakeout, okay, which is pretty normal. Okay, all right, thank you, Ruku. Okay, so bro, the day got someone same profile name like you at me, scammer or what? Okay, yes, delete it. Okay, now again, for XIFU, we only have Telegram group and chat. Okay, for us to post some information, of course, to do promotion, of course, to do discussion in the chat room. But I won't PM you personally. Okay, I won't say that, hey, how are you? Okay, that is scam. Especially I think nowadays lots of member actually texted me, say that there's a Singapore numbers. Okay, so we won't use that. Okay, so if you see I PM you, now Telegram, previously I think lots of them get in Facebook also. So help me to block it, help me to delete it. Okay, so it's not from us. Okay, it's not from us. Okay, now this is the direction of FBMKLCI right now. So like I said, hopefully FBMKLCI 1500 continue to hold well. Okay, if let's say continue to hold well, I think not need to be too much worry. Okay, I think still good overall. Okay, just that we want to see. Okay, like for example, right now, right? Okay, price goes up, pullback. Okay, again, we never know when is the pullback during the pullbacks process this period here. So that's why, like I said just now, early in this section here, this area here, what I want to see is first is hammer. Like for example, Inari today, they drop below the gaps. Okay, hopefully today it pushed back out and form a hammer. Okay, so one of the what methods. Okay, thank you, Shibli. Thank you. Okay, so there's hammer. So the other one, what we want to see in this period here is a pattern called COC. Okay, so sometimes we call it cluster of closes. So cluster of closes is a series of narrow candles. Okay, yeah, sometimes got tail a bit tapu, yeah. Okay, but it's a narrow candles body with a low volume. Okay, so then here actually we will see some support actually building. Okay, around this period here. So this is something that we want to see, okay, again going back to I can share example Inari or Nekis. Yeah, okay. So today you see drop, right? So sometimes this pullback here I thought is going to be a nice support, but market decided to drop further. But again, I don't know. This is the first trading hour. Who knows, later 3 to 4 p.m. it goes back up with a green hammer. Okay, then that's good. Now, COC, what it means by COC is this one. Okay, this is COC for me. Okay, normally I like to look for 3 candles. 3 candles stronger. Okay, 3 candles stronger. Sometimes it will form 2 candles. Okay, but my personal preferred criteria, I want to see 3 candles. Because three candles, like I said, are stronger. Okay, so of course you have to come from uptrend, no downtrend. Because COC, the 3 candle narrow one, it can be it can be a continuation method. Continuation trend. Okay, if let's say happen in downtrend, it's downtrend. If let's say it's reversal with uptrend, which means potentially uptrend. So here, I want to see something like this. Okay, it's happening somewhere around here. So maybe we got chance to write another round. Okay, so but so far we haven't seen that yet. So hopefully today is hammer. Then later on next week, slowly we'll see some COC coming in. Okay, so yep, I think like Genetech, Dufu, even GradTech VS, NetGets. Okay, it's good counters to look into. Okay, again, like I said, I bias into tech. So okay, let's see. Any stocks that I missed? Okay, now sorry, long-winded. Okay, let's go back to copy. Okay, copy for me, not much of weakness. Of course, yes, like I said the other day here, something that is another reasons why I feel that not to say I don't like it, but just the temporary I want to skip it first, because here also show that there's some resistance already. Some people is selling it. Okay, so probably like I said, normally if you see there's a resistance, huge resistance with volume, at the resistance, rejection at the resistance, normally they will do a so-called shakeout. Okay, shakeout, deep push. Okay, so here I think also got if I can give you some example here. Here. Okay, so here they goes here, support, wash. Okay, then before they break. Okay, so I think here probably will see me as well. Wash, break. Okay, then next they will change back to resistance. Okay, so normally, like I said, I kind of don't like to hold this period here because sometimes it can drag for a few weeks and you'll see a profile, wow, drop 10-15%. I don't like that. It's okay. So yeah, that's copy right now. Okay, sorry, this is what counter. Am I right? Western, is it? West River, right? This one. This is new IPO counters. Okay, if you are referring to this counter here, okay, to be frank, a new IPO counter early of this month. I cannot see anything based on daily chart. Looks like it's downtrending, no setups. Okay, let's go back to daily chart. Sorry, let's go back to hourly chart. No setups. Okay, technical wise, to be frank, I cannot really answer you yet because I don't see any specific trend is forming. I don't see a good setup is forming right now. Okay, for this counter, if you are referring to this counter. Okay, Genting M. Okay, Genting M, slow and steady type. It's still holding well. Okay, but do remember this is a gap down stocks. Okay, this is a gap down with high volume stocks. Okay, now of course, like uptrend as well. If you are far away from 2040 or gap up, normally they'll pull back. This one as well. So probably this one is like a technical rebound back to the gap area. So if you want to do short term, I think okay. because looks like they crossed 2040s, which shrank, but no volume, not much volume here. So I think they will probably retest somewhere around this area here, right? The gap area. If you are aiming for so-called a quick profit one, I think okay, but long term, at this moment, I don't think so. Okay, so like I said, maybe it's a technical rebound. Okay, here. Okay, later they hit 20 or 40 MA, then they will most probably likely they will do some continuations of a downtrend. Okay, so trend wise not so good, not so good. But if you're aiming for short term, okay, I think yes, there's an opportunity for Genting M. YTR Power, is it better to take the warrants or sell now? Why they are issuing warrants? Because to be frank, I didn't really follow the news for YTR Power. Okay, but what I can do right now is on based on technical wise. So technical wise, okay, so this is the previous resistance which is turning to support right now. Of course, today they are again trying to around the support area. So if let's say today remains above support for YTL, okay, I think overall the trend is still good. Okay, so like I said, sometimes this area they will hit hammer, hit hammer. Okay, so maybe today we will see on the hammer. But so far for me, still okay lah, still good lah. But I'm not sure you're looking for long term, short terms. Okay, but of course at this moment here, I would say that they are doing a kind of like a healthy pullbacks. Okay, so hopefully they will still remain above how much on this one? 2.1. Okay, they will remain above 2.1, and the 20 MA will be nice. Okay, YTR Power. Okay, same things. Hitting the 20 MAs already. Okay, today also trying this so-called PS resistance, which is still support right now. So this is around 3.5. Okay, 3.5. So yeah, YTL is just how much already I forgot. Okay, but YTL Power 3.5. Okay, let's say still above. I would still think that there is a potential of pullback trades over there. Okay, so far it's still the trend. Everything is still healthy for me. Okay, good morning, Hari. Okay, welcome, Wayland. Okay, let's see any stocks that I missed. Okay, now let's look into Gamuda. Okay, last one. Okay, sorry, because flu and cough lah. Nowadays, lots of virus, and I think the other day we saw some news saying that COVID is coming back as well. Okay, but yeah lah, have to be careful lah. Okay, Gamuda. All right, still above the support. Okay, which this is period resistance, which is trying to support. Okay, but again, one thing to remember, this one is also a bit similar like Netgate's Inari. They are slightly far away from 2040s. Okay, but looks like closing already. Okay, looks like closing. I probably need to take another 1-2 weeks for them to touch the 2040s. Okay, touch the 2040s. So okay, but not sure your targets. Not sure what is your objective, long term, short terms for Gamuda. Okay, so for me, overall is good. Okay, the trend is good. Looks like they are pushing back. Okay, since from this so-called short-term downtrend, pushing back actually is a good sign. Okay, but I think most probably this one will go into a round of so-called reaccumulation. Okay, a period of reaccumulations, because normally market stages, this is how it works. First of all, when you see the trend goes up for some times really, especially for those that who got 100% one. All right, one thing to take note is that you don't want to see high volatility suddenly appeared in the trend. Like for example, here you see high volatilities, right? And the volume is high, right? So again, this representing there's a change in trend. Okay, but luckily so far we don't see downtrend, because here I'm afraid it's downtrend, but they're closing back. So most probably this one is a reaccumulation. Again, good for those that who are looking for mid to long term. Okay, if I can show you example, I'm not sure whether the Naga go or not, because the Naga sometimes the volume and candle is quite stable one. Okay, maybe this is a good example. So here Again, you notice here got a nice trend going up, right? Okay, then the volatility appeared from here. Okay, not so obvious like Gamuda. Okay, but you can see some spike in volume, right? And notice here suddenly this one like macam going to downtrend, but they cut above. Okay, but here they started to like sideways in the range. Okay, so I guess most probably Gamuda will go into this period. I think all the DC related they are started to build some reaccumulations already. Reaccumulation, okay? YTR power. I think IOIPG also. IOIPG also DC related, right? If I'm not mistaken. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, I think so. They're also doing like a reaccumulation. So again, if you are looking for like range or something that you want to hold mid to long term, yeah, I think is a good opportunity to look into some previous DC related stocks. Let's try Marsing. Marsing, I haven't looked into that for some times. Oh, Marsing not good. Okay, didn't push back. Slowly coming back, but this one, not much volume. Here, reversal, not much volume. So, short term recovery, yes. But for mid to long term wise, I think Gamuda is slightly nicer. Okay. Hello, Ismail. Good morning, Sifu. Market this week rest. Yeah, lah. Market is resting this week. Okay, market is resting this week. Yeah, right, actually. So, against, like I said, market pullback, they pull back resting, but doesn't mean that, as an active trader, we don't do anything. Okay, again, continue to monitor for some of the stocks. I do list out some of the stocks actually for myself. Yep, and it's a good time to watch out for sign of strength. Okay, so two sign of strength that I'll be watching very closely: Hammer, COC. Okay, Hammer, COC. Let's say this one form, then yes, most probably it's a good chance for us to look for a low risk opportunity. All right. So again, with this, once again, thank you for joining me this morning over here. Well, if you like my section, help me to click the like buttons for me. Help me to share this out. Join our Telegram for more discussions. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, thank you everyone, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, guys.